So, Morgana, I am curious, why is spirit rescue so important?
Hmm. You know, the best way I can do and explain as to why it's so important is to give you an example. Because what happens, I've done spirit rescue for years, like 20 some years. And there is, I call it the gray world. Um, Other religions would call it purgatory. So it's like the living are here, and then up here is heaven. And they get caught between those two worlds. Um, it's very scary for them. Some of them don't know they died, and they loop their death over and over again. So, all that being said, is the team I was working with were asked to go and help rescue some spirits, and they were actually on a little baby island. There was a little boat that would ferry us across, and as soon as we got to the island, I knew we were in for big trouble because I could feel the sentinel, and the sentinel is a spirit that lives in haunted places and feeds off of the fear of humans and off of the spirits that are caught in that purgatory world. There was a little girl spirit that ran up to me right away, and she was saying, help me, it's following me." And I looked and I saw this horrific figure of this sentinel, and she wanted to hide, and so she hid behind us. And this is the one time that there was another spirit there and I wasn't able to rescue. And let me explain why. Because this little girl, we got her across to the mainland, and on the mainland there were hundreds of houses. A sentinel only feeds off of the fear of the spirits. If we rescued both spirits and they both went to the mainland, that sentinel would follow it, which he is an advanced spirit ghost. And then he would have terrorized the whole mainland of the other spirits and the homeowners. And these sentinels will kill people in the physical. They get brain cancer, they get other issues. So they're not anything that I like to go up against. The sad part about it was I saw a man reliving his death there, and this sentinel spirit was feeding off of that energy, and he was spread eagle tied. And he was having his skin peeled off of him, and he's screaming. And then I knew that he would have it happen again and again and again. But if we rescued him, not only would he still be destroyed and caught in that purgatory still, so we would rescue him by bringing him over, might have been able to get him to the light, might have been able to get him to peace, but the sentinel would have been on full rampage war. So it felt to me like a sacrifice that he chose to save the others. That happened many, many years ago, but I can't forget it. I'll save the ones I can. We saved the little girl. But getting caught in that world is a terrible place. And the longer the spirits are there, the harder it is to rescue them. That's why when my clients come in and want to connect with their loved ones, I want to make sure that their loved ones is on the other side. And I will not let them leave this room unless I have been able to get their loved one to a place of peace.
So basically, if the spirit is not saved and crossed over, it does make them where they could be a victim to a sentinel, is what you're saying?
Yes, a victim to the sentinel, and then their spirit mind gets twisted, and that's why they keep reliving their death.
Wow.
So we're going to keep doing our work, and if you need my help, reach out. No one should ever be left behind.